Welcome to the Friday Fenix, the only news show in the world, except for all the other ones. The Ambassador Bridge was cleared this week after convoys of anti-vaxxers liberated Canadians from their 92% vaccination rate. The bridge was shut down for 6 days before any attempt was made to arrest or fine protesters. But if I fail to move my car from my street parking by 6 a.m. on weekdays, I owe $1,000. That checks out. Rudy Giuliani says that he's had evidence against Hillary Clinton stashed in his bedroom for years. You know, every time I have evidence of a crime, the very first thing I do is stash it in the old nightstand drawer and give it half a decade or so to age like fine wine. But this is a recurring theme with Republicans. If they know something is wrong, why don't they just fix it right away? Why has Rudy been holding on to this evidence if it's so bad, He should have come forward with it sooner. Like this idea that Donald Trump is still supposedly going to bust a child sex trafficking ring. He was the leader of the free world for 4 goddamn years, the most powerful man on the planet, and yet he made zero progress on that? Why aren't you mad at him for that instead of calling up JFK on a Ouija board? If you need other reasons to be mad at him, accounting firm Mazars has officially severed ties with future inmates, the Trump family. They also reminded all their other clients to keep their frauding on the down low, please. And even the former president's own party is mad at him. According to a new report, Trump super PACs are sending 14 emails per day, which is overwhelming conservative donors and taking focus from other races. How is there even enough content for 14 emails a day? As we mentioned 45 minutes ago, our democracy is still very much in peril. The will they or won't they over Russian troops at the Ukraine border has reached a delightful level of tension, and we're all on pins and needles wondering if World War III is about to break out and screw up an already fragile global economy. There is nothing I love more than when a dick measuring contest on the other side of the world crashes my 401k. I'll never get tired of it. But is there a way to actually make money off of World War III if it ends up happening? There sure is, with NFTs. Take a look. Introducing World War III NFTs. We put the fun in non-fungible tokens. Our World War III NFTs are highly exclusive and guaranteed by blockchain technology. Keep it to show your grandkids, or just sell it back to yourself to artificially inflate the value. Get your piece of history today. Please don't right-click on my NFT, it's all I have left. We at the Friday Fenix are sad to report that Julia Fox and Kanye West have split up. We offer our sympathy to you both in this difficult time and wish you the best in your future relationships with Pete Davidson. But I have to say, this one really surprised me. I am downright shook. I thought Kanye's constant obsession over getting back together with his ex was going to be great for their relationship. Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse says he'd like to kill Bill Cosby. Man, if that works out, could we send the juggalos to take care of our other problems too? I'm wondering what a juggalo-driven Middle East peace process looks like. Hell, get war in here to fix this Ukraine shit. I don't know what to do anymore. A new study shows that pharmaceuticals are polluting rivers and threatening human health worldwide. So wait, there are drugs in the water? Free drugs? And speaking of people who are probably on drugs, Tennessee preacher Greg Locke has reportedly been talking to demons about the presence of witches in his church. 2 of the witches were in his wife's Bible study class, Doreen, who has a better potato salad recipe than Locke's wife, and Esther, who dared to bring deviled eggs to bingo night. It's clear that they both need to be burned at the stake. In space news, it seems the reports of a rogue SpaceX rocket on a collision course with the moon were greatly exaggerated. Nope, turns out it's actually a Chinese rocket. But honestly, who can be bothered to keep track of all the metal phalluses we keep tossing off into space when we've got stock buybacks to focus on? Mayim Bialik, the new host of Jeopardy, has set the internet a tizzy by redubbing the first round as Single Jeopardy. For those of you out there who feel enraged by this, do keep in mind that the last host/executive producer had a well-known history of workplace sexual harassment, so maybe calm the fuck down. A Catholic priest resigned after the Vatican ruled that he botched thousands of baptisms by saying, "We baptize you," instead of the correct, "I baptize you." However, the phrasing, "I molest you," is still under review. For a religion that believes God is one being in 3 persons, they're kind of being dramatic about the whole plural versus singular pronoun thing. And finally tonight, the mayor of Hudson, Ohio resigned after claiming that ice fishing shanties could lead to prostitution. We can't have prostitution in ice fishing shanties. It belongs in our elected officials' hotel rooms. That wraps up this week's episode of the Friday Phoenix. Join us next week because there's always more news to peruse.
Your efforts are valid, but